Yo, what up, YouTube? I'm Shotgun Shogun. Man, I like this. I like this side light that I've got coming in here from the window in this morning. What's up, everybody? If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're not new to the channel, welcome back. Jacko. Jacko. Hold on, this video is not set. We're not looking at this in high def. Okay, so first off, Fire Warrior. Man, it's like we almost just got a Fire Warrior recently. But we got a new Fire Warrior. Really excited. I didn't expect her to be fire, honestly. I was kind of hoping that she wasn't going to be fire. I was really pulling for the first limited light unit, but is what it is, man. Oh wait, hold on. Why does it always put the closed captions in French? Always in French. All right. Super cute. Super cute. All right. So hero introduction. She's got a really good attack and health. Speed is 109. She does have crit baked into her awakenings. She's got an attack self imprint and effectiveness imprint release. Yeah, I mean, she's your pretty much typical, warrior for the most part. Not super fast, not super dirt slow. Overall stat wise, I really do like what she's got going on here. The crit is really nice because it makes it a lot easier to obviously build. So yeah. Okay, so Jacko's second skill 2 is Trick or Treat. At the start of the battle, grants Chains of Chiron to the ally in the back row for 2 turns. After an ally attacks, when the target is stunned, increase combat readiness of all allies by 15%. Now this can go up to 20%. This effect is activated after all of the attacker's effects have occurred and can only be activated once every 3 turns. Now this is, when I saw this, I was like, wait, hold on a second. This is going to be really good. This literally gives a crown to the person in the back row, because the chains after attacking has a 25% chance to stun the target for 1 turn. This can't be dispelled either, meaning that for 2 turns on a base speed SSB or a REM or a Belian, you have an AoE crown. I think that this is going to be ridiculous when paired up with a Seaside Bellona. I think that having her be able to be like super base speed and still do all of her stuff, just imagine SSB with a crown. And it's not a chance every 3 turns. The 3 turns is the increased combat readiness of all allies. So if you look at it, the way that this is worded, at the start of the battle, you get the buff to the back row. The buff has absolutely nothing to do with anything else after that period. This is after the ally attacks. When the target is stunned, increases combat readiness of all allies by 20%. Now, one thing that kind of sucks here is that if you do have an extended period, like a longer match, after this wears off, it doesn't come back. The CR push is every 3 turns, which is fine because I feel like if it was lower, it would be very, very abusable, right? Solitaria stun. If you have the SSB that's AoE stunning, that would just really make it so that you could just CR cycle just way too fast. So every 3 turns you're going to get the CR push and you're going to start the game with a crown on somebody. And the fact that nobody's running immunity set anymore makes this really huge. Now some people will be like, oh, but what about hand guy? What about you know, what about this? What about that? What about these things? I obviously there's going to always be counters, right? But I do think that this is going to be pretty solid. It definitely going to be very interesting to see how people use this with a lot of different stuff. So as you can see here, this is giving the chains to a Politis. Now, if you have a Politis that's on crown already, that's double crown, because that has 2 chances for the Politis to stun. Yeah, huge. Who's hand guy? ML Quirk. Yeah, 3 chances on her S1. Yeah. Tank Politis stun machine. And so then when you follow up the next round, you're going to be pushing as well. You're going to be pushing 20%. All right, so now this is Jacko's S3, Forever Elysian Driver. Increase attack of the caster for 2 turns before attacking the enemy by swallowing them with a jack-o'-lantern. When the enemy is defeated, grants an extra turn, penetrates the target's defense by 50%. When the target has a debuff, damage dealt increases. So it'll be interesting to see how much the damage increases. We're going to have 50% defense pen. Extra turn when you kill something. You're gonna get increased attack already right out the gate. And so yeah, no, this is really good here. Yeah, animation could be a little bit better from what we've seen previously, but yeah, you know. And if we look here, there's no mitigation, and I always do kind of hate doing this, but like we did do 15k to a Landy with attack down. So I mean, if we didn't have attack down, yeah, that would have been a lot of damage, dude. That would have been a lot of damage. So yeah, you know. All right, S1 is throw servant, attacks the enemy with a servant, 30% chance to stun. That can go up to 40% chance to stun for 1 turn. After attacking on the caster's turn, when the target has a debuff, activates dust attack as an extra attack. Attacks the enemy by throwing them up into the air, granting stealth to the caster for 1 turn. You can also soul burn this for 10 souls. And have 100% chance to stun on your S1. Yeah, a lot of people have already said it's Spez's time, boys. It is Spez's time. We're going to have stuns on stuns on stuns here. So the interesting thing here, right, is that if you're attacking somebody who's debuffed, you get stealth warrior, the ninja warrior. That's kind of wild, man. That's kind of cool, actually. Like I really like the idea of that. It is also an extra attack as well, right? So if you look, You get the initial damage here. You get the initial damage, which is about 5k. And then you get an extra attack, which was about 5.6, and then you go stealth. I think it's kind of cool, dude. I think that's kind of cool, dude. That's pretty sweet. Although it is going to be punished by anything with like, you know, that takes advantage of extra attacks, stuff like that, you know, Lionheart, Surmias, stuff along those lines. Now, Jacko's symbol, this is going to be her artifact. Increase effectiveness of all allies by 10%. If the target has a debuff when the caster attacks with a single target, single attack, increases damage by up to 24% when maxed out. I think that's a lot of damage. It does rely on debuffs, so you know, it is what it is. I think that there could be a lot of better artifacts for her. You know, champ trophy to, if you want to increase the chances for stuns. But I think that this is pretty solid. Not only that, but if you think about it too, if you're attacking somebody, if you're attacking somebody with the S1 and they have a debuff, not only are you getting that extra 24% on the initial hit, you're getting that extra 24% on the follow-up as well, and then you go stealth. Yeah. I think that she's really, really super cool. I think that she is going to need to go alongside of debuffers. But you know what really was really cool about the upcoming RTA season is if you want to run those, you can just pre-ban ML Coeric. You can pre-ban ML Coeric and hear me out, you can pre-ban Dilibet. What are they going to use to cleanse after that? Eh? Is this the return of the control meta? Champ Z stonks? Guess what? Post-ban. Get wrecked. It's control time, baby. Control is coming back. Only for the 15% to mess everything up. Imagine Jacko with Silverblade Araminta with you know, somebody in the back line stunning everything. And then yeah, going from there. The Great Mortelix, yeah, and Angelica of Light, right? Yeah, there are a lot of other things, man. Yeah, no, for sure. But I do think that, you know, if you're running her, right, chances are you're going to want to be running her in some sort of control team, debuffers, stuff like that. So this could be a lot of damage. I do think that, you know, things like maybe Merciless Glutton might be better. You know, things along those lines. I think there's a lot of other things that you can potentially be using when it comes to her and her artifact. I do think that having the extra 10% effectiveness for everybody would 100% help with a whole bunch of different debuffs and things like that. So is what it is. I don't think that personally I'm going to, you know, plus 30 it. Obviously I'm going to be pulling for her. Yeah, 100%. But the fact that just the base artifact gives you that 10% increased effectiveness is really good. I like a lot more of those. But yeah, no, I think that this is great. I think that the art is amazing. That's really what artifacts are for at the end of the day, right? Is the art. But yeah, no, I think that's it, right? Again, I do think that her S3 could have looked better. She looks super cute right here in the lobby, and she does do the Jacko pose. Here is the screenshot of that. So the pose is in the game. Yeah, 100%. So she definitely does do that. So anybody who was like, man, if she doesn't do this, I'm going to literally quit the game. You don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about that. So yeah, no, I'm I'm really looking forward to her. I'm looking forward to seeing how she fits into like some sort of weird control comps. You know, and again with like double pre-ban and the future coming up, stuff like that. It'll be interesting to see how she plays out. Again, I will definitely be pulling for her. You will see how much I've got plenty of resources at the moment to pull for this. So, but let me know in the comment section what you guys think about this. Are you going to be pulling for her? That's a silly question. You definitely will. She should be coming out. She'll be coming out next week. And we'll see if her modifiers get put in this week. We'll be doing a damage by the numbers. So yeah, but anyways, let me know again in the comment section what you guys think. And if you like the content and you're not already, like, fave, and subscribe. You know, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take it easy, homies. Peace.